Hello everyone and welcome back. So in this video I want to do the March recap, and I am a little bit sick. I'm wearing a buff and I'm a little bit stuffy in the nose, so I apologize ahead of time for any coughs or sneezes that I may or may not do. But in this video specifically, what I want to be focusing on is specific days, but then also specific setups. I want to go through as many of these as possible, as quick as possible with you guys, and really hone in on that front side setup that we've been putting so much focus on lately. And a good place to start is a good bird's eye view, and then we're going to dive into these individual days. So quick bird's eye view, starting off with the insights page. The green here is our overall portfolio, and it's about almost 2 years now in the day trading small caps unlimited portfolio. It's been a slow Q1, very, very slow Q1. And actually, if we just pop up the month, you can see that overall my volume's been down a little bit. This is actually roughly around the time where we started that not a road trip, but I've been on the road a lot, so that's really been affecting me. On the 10th, I had my first red month ever in this trading account, so that was a little bit annoying. And then we actually followed up with that in January, so that was a bit frustrating. But January, February, March were very, very slow months in general, so it is what it is. Sometimes it's just not as hot, but we are still continuing our overall nice green P&L curve, so that's really nice. And near the end of March, we saw the market pick up a little bit, the overall market and the small caps, so that was really good to see. Now, if we scroll down here, we can dive into these stats a little bit more. What I also have popped up, or these stats in terms of like some specific time-based stats. So I'll show you guys those as well. And I have this specific time period marked out. So I just want to give you guys a quick little overview of how this has been going. Let's start with daytime here. And this will show you based on, how this portfolio overall, how some of my trending statistics are, and then how this month has been going, or last month has been going for me. So let's just go back to March really fast, or the whole entire portfolio. You can see still in general, I make most of my money from 7 to 8, and then after that, it's pretty much a scratch. Well, after 10 o'clock, but in general, I don't really trade so much after 10. Actually, this is profitable here, and then this is profitable, but at this point, past 12, I very rarely trade. So it's hard to get really meaningful statistics out of this because I don't really trade that much. It is actually quite interesting to see this, that around 9 o'clock, I do some of the most trading, but actually to make the least amount of money. So that's actually kind of an interesting stat. Now, if we just come here to March, a little bit similar statistics, where actually at 9 o'clock I do most of my trading, but don't do that well performance. 7 a.m. is historically Eastern Standard Time some of my best trading. But let's keep walking along here to weekday. Looks like Tuesday is my best day in the overall portfolio, but in terms of last month, looks like Thursday was pretty good. Wednesday wasn't really that hot, so kind of interesting stats there. Month overview, obviously that's March. Intraday, all trades are intraday, so I'm going to be consistent. And then intraday duration, how long do I hold tickers or hold my position? So less than a minute is my most profit, and then everything under 2 minutes is my second most, and everything over 2 minutes I just kind of lose on. So that's always a really interesting statistic. Let's look at that in general. And actually, it's that actually trend maintains itself. And I think a big reason for that is basically breakout or a bailout, right? That's basically our motto here. And that's what it is when you're trading front side very aggressively. We have a nice big pop, I take profits, and I walk away. Well, I don't really walk away. As long as the front side still continues to go, I want to keep on trading that breakout. Or if it holds its highs and we're looking to break out again, I'll re-enter. So I'm always taking my profits really quickly and then re-entering. And that's why this makes a lot of sense. I think a lot of this comes from like backside trading or range trading. And that actually leads me into this next segment here. What I've really stopped doing is backside and ranging. So net profit last month wasn't that much. It was $3,000, which will correlate here with if we scroll up and we see the month. And let's just hide all this other stuff, and you'll see last month here we made 2.72 thousand. Actually, you know what? This is different because this is only front side. I basically made all my money on front side. So in general, last month I made $2.7 thousand. But if we only look at front side, I made $3,000. That means with ranging setups, backside setups, I lost money on, which is crazy. So that I've been really, I have stopped doing, I don't know why that's been so hard for me to say. I've stopped doing those setups And in April so far, it's been going a lot better. My focus is really on pure front side. If I don't see front side, I just don't touch it. Today, actually, for the first time in like 2 weeks, I traded something else and actually lost money again. So boom, ranging and backside just do not work well for me. And it's nice to really erase those setups, because it's just one less thing I'm looking at, and then I can really focus on the best stuff. And I have a really clear idea in my mind of exactly what I want to be trading. So that's been really helpful. And I guess let's just scroll down here so you guys can see my stats overall, and I'll zoom out here, get it all on one page. Total winners here, 66%. That's actually pretty good. Anything over 65 I find quite nice. I've had over 70%, but I think around 66 is like my average. Yeah, average win, fairly quickly, or average win right here, fairly quickly. Scratch duration, that's basically when I get out for break even. Largest winning trade, yeah, this is okay, but look at this, largest losing trade. I don't really like to see that being so high, especially higher than my largest winning, so that's not ideal. But overall, it was a really slow month for me. It was a better month than January and February, which were really slow. March, really, the market kind of picked up a little bit, but I don't know. I'm a little disappointed overall in March how I performed, especially the week right before the holiday. I gave back a lot of profits here, and so right here I did really bad trading. I think, actually, for the fact that I took a whole entire week off, plus this day off was a travel day, I guess it wasn't really the worst month, because every month has like that 1 or 2 weeks where you make most of your money and everything else is pretty slow. So I think this would have been one of those weeks where I made, majority of my money. At least after the holiday, we had a nice little chunk of change right here. But yeah, still in general, very slow. And then one other metric we might talk about as well is the running P&L, but there's nothing really specific I want to bring up here, but it is sometimes a good thing to review. I usually use the running P&L a little bit more for reflecting on the previous day and see kind of where I went wrong. If there's like some sort of psychology barrier or psychological barrier that was holding me back a little bit. If it's, being up on the high and then finishing a front side and then maybe starting to give back profits or something like that. And then I like to sometimes see how this running P&L looks, but I'm not sure if we'll talk about it so much in this video. And this looks like a lot, but I don't think it's going to be that heavy, because we're only going to talk about the front side and we won't be spending too long on any one ticker. What I really want to focus on is repetition. Start seeing these patterns over and over again, start seeing these front sides and just burn them into your head. This is what a good front side looks like. Let's talk about those, typical things that we're usually looking for, and, run through it pretty quickly. It might even be good to replay this video at one point and really just, constantly refresh your eyes on these front side setups. And obviously you guys can go to my portfolio at any time, tradejournal.co/Winkler, and check out this calendar on your own time, of course, as well. So let's just start with Tuesday here and see how it went. So Tuesday, we had several trades, but look at this, ranging, backside. I'm just losing money, I'm scratching around, and eventually I trade a good front side and I make 227. So let's actually look at this. And this is Coinbase. So usually I'm not trading large caps, so this is kind of an interesting, unique setup here. But it's worth, I think, discussing. So let's actually scroll down. Trade worked perfectly, yada yada. What you can see on the 5 minute is we have a nice breakout here. So it looks like a little bit of a flat top breakout in this area and a big VWAP and 9 EMA breakout on the 5 minute. And that's when this ticker really gets interesting. On the daily, it looks like it was on a good front side as well. But here you can see that big breakout on the 1 minute, first pullback, second pullback. I enter on that second pullback, I actually hold through a lot of stuff. And then I close here for that potential breakout. I'm not really sure in the end why I ended up selling this one. I don't really recall, but there was probably a little bit of weakness. And actually, if you look at the volume, you can see the volume was selling off here. So that's usually not what you want to be seeing. You want to be seeing an increase in volume, ideally. And maybe that's what made me a little bit weary, because this is very clear divergence where the price is going up and the volume's going down. That's never really a good sign. So yeah, that was Tuesday. Wednesday we took off. Thursday and Friday. Let's just open Thursday first. Kind of a only 4 trades. Let's see what happened here. So we have a front side, backside, front side, backside. Yeah, not really too interesting. INDO, yeah, I was trading the range here, maybe the backside, not really that good. And then PSTG, this is much better. All of a sudden you can kind of tell, clear front side, nice 9 EMA pullback on the 1 minute, popped up. Looks like this one I sold a little bit prematurely for that breakout. And I actually do that a lot, where we have a really good setup and we have this great 1 minute pullback, and I just I take profits too quick. I don't let the ticker rip. And sometimes a big reason for that is because I size in a little bit too soon. What I should be doing is either waiting for this breakout and then just start buying into this move higher, or get really or do a little bit lighter size so I can size down a little bit more. I think those two things I've been doing a bit more, and that's been working well. Big resistance here though, at 32.5, so that's probably why I was a little bit skeptical to keep on holding. Friday, let's keep working our way through here. Let's see, Friday we were up $57, only 4 trades. That's a very small amount of trades. Ranging, backside, frontside, backside. So yeah, so many tickers that look at this backside. This is all nonsense. I shouldn't trade any of this. I should have traded this. That's a nice move. Big 5-minute breakout, 1-minute pullback. I mean, that was perfect. I should have been trading that. Let's go to INDO. Nice frontside move here on INDO as well. A little bit choppy, a little bit inconsistent where it breaks out and then kind of chops out, especially here. This is pretty rough. At 10 o'clock, usually I'm done trading, so I'm not surprised I didn't trade this, but I could have done a little bit more here for sure. Let's check out the 5-minute. Yeah, good 5-minute breakout there and good, continuation. Good on the daily as well. Yeah, so I should have been trading. Specifically, when we broke VWAP here, I should have bought this 1-minute pullback. I should have traded this. I might have had a loser here, but I could have been trading this a few more times, maybe trading a little bit rangy. But yeah, I should have traded that and could have milked it. So you kind of get the trend where if I just stop doing what's not working and focusing on the best setups, trade the best, forget the rest. Really keep it that simple. You could see how just on these 3 days here, I could have done a lot better. Although that one trade on coin was actually pretty good. But yeah, that would have been that one trade, and I would have left everything else. Right? A big motto we've been talking about lately is patience. You want to be patient, wait for that good setup, and then when you see that good setup, you want to be aggressive, and then you want to start sizing. So patience, aggression, and then sizing. And what aggression means is you don't want to be overly conservative. Let's say, let's see if it pulls back just 1 or 2 more cents, and then before you know it has that 10% pop, and you're not even in it because you're being too conservative trying to save a penny or two. So you don't want to trip over yourself doing that either. So patience, aggression, and then sizing. When it's hot, you want to start sizing up. Or else you're going to have FOMO. Even if you trade that good front side, but you're trading with small size, you're going to get FOMO and you're going to do something silly. All right, let's keep moving on here. So we got Monday. Let's see what's going on with Monday. $210 day, not bad, but 21 trades is a lot of trades for only being up $210. But here, look, we're starting to trade frontside a little bit more. Let's see, what do we got here? Huza, this is all the range. This is nasty. I shouldn't, really be worrying about it. But on the 5-minute, honestly, I shouldn't really be touching any of this except right here. Although, no, that's that's before 5 a.m., so I couldn't have traded that. So this ticker really was only good right around here at like 9:40 or so. That's when we had that breakout. So that at this point, it gets kind of interesting. Let me zoom in a little bit more and then scroll back up. So 9:40, yeah, that's when we have this breakout here, and where it's hard to see, but I think there's a bit of a 1-minute pullback here. Volume starting to increase. And yeah, I should have just traded this one very, very aggressively. It looks like I did some trading on it, but overall, I think I left a lot of money on the table. And also, this is a pretty rough trade right here. But look at this pullback that I just don't even trade. I basically take profits here, and I don't buy this pullback, even though everything is telling me to buy it, and it just rips again from 4.5 to 5.5. Crazy, $1 a share rip, and I'm not in it. So very, very stressful to kind of miss out on that kind of action. Let's see, Tuesday, I was up $777, so this is actually a little bit better. 9, I think 9 was the big ticker here. I also traded MARPs. Yeah, MARPS, yeah, kind of rough. On the 5-minute, it's okay. For starting around 7, it's a little choppy. But yeah, there's some opportunity here for sure. Not the best. So not a big issue that I was maybe not green on that one. Here on 9, this is actually quite nice. Let's see, what time is this? This is 7:30. So that right in this area, we break VWAP with some pretty good volume, and now we get put into this channel. Let's look back up here. So yeah, this was the break of VWAP, and I traded this one pretty okay. But look at how I take profits too soon. Why am I not letting that rip? I should have let this rip past $6 and see how far we can run. So that, big mistake there. I'm just way too conservative. Then we have this great bounce off support. I didn't trade any of this move here, which is crazy. I mean, this is perfect. That's frustrating that I didn't trade that. Yeah, we have some pullbacks here. This is a really good trade. This is a good trade too, but it looks like I'm constantly taking profits too soon. Even here, like I don't even hold it till the break of 7. And then, yeah, here's a big problem. Look, I start sizing up way more than I was trading here, and this is already pretty late in that session. So yeah, for the fact that I made a decent amount of money today, I didn't feel like I did that good trading. And in a way that makes me feel really good, because I know sometimes I don't even do that good, and I still have a decent green day, but I'm just leaving so much profits on the table. So there's a huge room for improvement, and that makes me pretty excited. So the 9th, Wednesday, it looks like we gave back 180 bucks. Let's see here. Well, we traded quite a few tickers here for sure. DRCT. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so this is not really the best. I mean, you could argue there's a bit of a front side here, but it's not so interesting, so I'm not super hyped about this one. Let me zoom out again. We can keep going. SPFM, yeah, backside looks like backside and ranging more or less, not really that great. BMBL, this one's a little bit better. This is a front side. Yeah, here you can see that nice VWAP breakout, and then we're having that continuation. But again, I'm not really trading this great. We're having that big VWAP breakout here. I missed this trade, I missed this trade, I missed this trade, and then finally here I get in. But look, I don't know, just looking at this is almost stressful. And then again, I trade a little bit here, but it doesn't really amount to much. So yeah, I got to be more selective. I am, I start trading a lot of back, and this was the beginning of March. Near the end of the March, that last week where I did pretty good on, I basically said no more ranging, no more backside, and you see right away how my trading gets a lot better, because my mind's not all over the place. I don't look at a ticker and I'm like, oh, should I trade it? Is there an opportunity? Maybe it's going to reverse. I don't really care. Is it on the front side? Yes or no? If it is on the front side, where's my entry? Either the 9 EMA somewhere on that 1 minute, or I'm buying high, looking for to sell higher and looking for that continuation. It's really that simple. Take a lot of the guesswork out. Yeah, I don't know, not the most exciting ticker to talk about. So let's keep on going here to Thursday. Yeah, at least I made 266 on Thursday. Let's see, I traded TLSA. I was about to say Tesla, but this isn't Tesla. Yeah, this is a shaky front side for sure. Volume very low here. So honestly, TLSA, I don't know if I was green or red on this ticker at the moment, but not a good ticker. Not a good ticker at all. IMPP, typically we've traded this ticker so much, and typically it's okay. Has a bit of a front side here, but it's choppy. It's not super nice. I probably could have done better on it. I mean, it did have opportunity for sure. At the open, the opportunity was a little bit better, but look how wishy-washy this one is. If you're buying high on this one, all of a sudden you get flushed down like 50 plus cents a share. That's brutal. So IMPP isn't really that nice. ENSV, front side, I say, but actually this one has a good front side at the open. So pre-market, we were really stuck in this area. It looks like 7 o'clock we had a good push, but I didn't trade it. Then we had a flat top here. Then we had a breakout. So really the best trades, actually these trades weren't that bad. They just didn't have continuation. So this was okay. But here we have that 5-minute breakout, 1-minute pullback, another big breakout. Yeah, this ENSV, this area was okay, but again, I'm not trading it. I don't know why. Let's see, PT, traded this one. This is okay, lacked continuation, and typically I'm not trading sub dollars. This is a 0.7 cents ticker. And then AGRI, yeah, okay. Decent front side here. This really started around 9:45. So sometimes I stopped trading early. I've really told myself I'm not allowed to stop before 10. So this is a big thing I've been focusing on recently, where I'm just like, no, I got to keep trading no matter what. At least till 10 o'clock. So, and if it's a really hot ticker, then I'll trade a little bit longer, because sometimes I'll throw in the towel like at 9:45, and then the ticker, and then something happens. That's happened to me a lot. So I think maybe that's why I missed AGRI, but pretty nice move. Let's see, when this ticker was in play, it was like at, I don't know, like 9, it's hard to say, maybe around like 950 or so. Anyway, pretty much in this area, we have that breakout, and then I should have just been trading all of this. Trading these 9 EMA pullbacks, trading these aggressive breakouts, looking for continuation, so on and so forth. One thing to notice here is every time there's a bit of a gap away from the 1-minute 9 EMA, sometimes it'll keep going for like, 4, 5, even 6 or 7 green candles in a row, but eventually it always returns to that 9 EMA, and then eventually it breaks that 9 EMA. So really, I should have been trading this one all the way till probably here when we had this big red candle, maybe even till here, because this is exactly when it actually ends up dying. But oftentimes when I see like a big change of momentum, then I'm like, okay, boom. Everyone sees this. Everyone kind of gets a little bit scared. You can see that volume faded at this point as well. It scares traders. So that's typically a good time to walk away as well. Let's go to Friday and see how this one performed. Up 600, not bad on this one. And I only did 4 trades, so this is actually kind of interesting. GFAI, I only traded GFAI. And look at this, Frontside. See, these are good days. This is like when I'm focused. 7 a.m. pop here. This was great. Consolidation, and then I should have traded this. So there's 2 good opportunities to trade this one. Looks like I was late to the party here. I don't know why. That's quite frustrating. I should have traded this whole entire move here, so shame on me for that. Good that I didn't trade this range or this backside, so that was really good. Then it has this nice market open here, but I don't know why I'm not getting aggressive on this ticker. Red to green move, pops higher. I mean, it's the market open's always a little bit tough for me, but good pullbacks here for sure. I mean, lots of opportunity. It was a sub-dollar ticker, so maybe that's why I didn't trade it here. Maybe that's why. But yeah, okay, Friday. And then we got 2 weeks left. Let's start here with Monday. What do we got? So Monday, I was up 380. That's not too bad. 7 trades. Let's see. Starting with AGRI, we see this ticker again. This is kind of nasty looking. Even the 5 minutes, like really choppy front side. So it's not the most exciting ticker. MGLD. Big breakout here. Let's see what time. Now this is pre-market. I could have not traded that one. That's fine. MULN. Now this is a ticker we've been seeing a lot lately, huh? Even now into April, we've been seeing this one quite a lot. Also not the cleanest, but I would say right around here, which is like, that's before 7 a.m. I could have not traded that one. But here at the above VWAP, this is looking good. So yeah, this breakout here, I should have been trading this breakout. I should have traded this pullback. Looks like I traded this pullback, but then I was a little late to the game, so that kind of sucked. And then MRNA. This one has a really nice 5-minute setup. But look at this ticker. I mean, Moderna, I'm usually not trading, such large caps. But anywho, at least I wasn't biased on it. I said, you know what? This ticker's on a nice front side. Let's trade it. So here I do a really nice trade. Here I do a trade, a pretty nice one. I should have probably done a trade here in this area, but yeah, it's fine. I think my biggest mistake here is not sizing up on this setup and then not holding for the break here of like whatever this is, 157 or something like that. I should have held for this breakout. So I should have sized up here a lot more and then held for that breakout. Just in that one trade, I could have made a nice chunk of change. So yeah, getting more aggressive, guys. Patience, wait for that good setup, whatever it is for you. For me, it's the front side. Then you want to get aggressive when you see that good setup. And if it's your first, second, third trade on a really good setup, you really want to be sizing more and more. And you could even be sizing all the way to like the third 5-minute pullback. At that point, maybe you should start trading with smaller size, because your last trade should be red on a front side, right? You want to be trading the whole entire front side, but you don't want to give back a bunch of money because it's your largest position size. So you want to start sizing down at one point with the front side. Let's keep going here to the 15th. Looks like this was a really bad week for me. I don't know why. Maybe I had anxiety of traveling. Probably. Okay, let's scroll down. Ooh, a lot of NIO. Oh, I even have a second page here, but that's probably not so important. Yeah, NAO, KVL. Yeah, let's just look at some of these tickers. Ooh, really, HYMC, really nice front side. How did I have such a bad red day here on such a nice front side? This must have been really frustrating. This probably caused me to overtrade. Look at this, I'm trading backside. I'm trading backside here. I'm trading the range. Oh boy, this is bad. This is really bad. So yeah, big 5-minute breakout here, starting at actually at 6 something. So I could have not traded this, but I could have traded this move. So let's go back up here. Yeah, 7 a.m. starts. I trade this first one, doesn't work. And then I start trading here, but I don't think I do so well. And then I missed this whole entire move right here. I can't believe that. I missed that move. And then here's, actually, I nailed this one, but it looks like I sold again too soon. I seem to sell a lot of these frontside moves way too soon. I think that's a big problem that I have. Wow, a lot of HYNC. Yeah, not the really best setup here. Yeah, this day was kind of mixed. Looks like we did have some front side, but it was really only that initial pop, and then the day kind of gets a little bit hairy. Let's go to the Wednesday. I have 12 trades and I'm down. I hit my max loss in the day. That's frustrating. I actually remember this day where I should have stopped trading, but I kept on trying to get away from my max loss and it didn't really work. Yeah, I don't have to say what I did wrong here. NIO, I'm doing a bunch of stuff that I should not be doing. That's a fact. And actually, once it does break about VWAP, I'm not even trading it. So finally, I should be trading it. I'm not. Stressful. PALI. This was actually an honest mistake. What I did wrong on this one was I didn't cut quick enough, and I sized in a little bit too much for my first trade on a ticker that doesn't really have that much volume. Look at this one. It's a $1.50 stock at the time, and it's not even at really over 100,000 shares being traded. That's pretty bad. That's not really what you want. And big resistance right here. So I'm buying for the potential break of big resistance. It's not a beautiful setup. So I was too aggressive on, not an A+ setup. AKN popping up here. This is actually an okay trade, but I should have been trading this one earlier. Boom. These are the big breakouts. This is when I should be trading it. So I think the longer this video goes, I think there's a bit of a recurring theme, and that's why I kind of wanted to go through every day with you guys. I know it's kind of a lot, but I really hope it helps. And I do this a lot by myself. I think this is a really good way to recap your months. So what do we got here? We got Thursday. I was up $200. Okay, PIK, this looks like the ticker I traded the most. Okay, so really nice front side here. Really, really nice. Starts around 8 o'clock. And then basically this front side move here has some good opportunity. Then it pulls back, and then it has a second opportunity. There's no way I was around at the market at this time, so this is fine. So there's two opportunities here. Let's see how I traded it. This is a little bit better. I should have been trading this a lot more aggressively. So I missed out on most of this. And look at this. I was trading with really small size, like $1,000. That's really bad. And why is that bad? It's because this gave me FOMO. I should have been up like $2,000, $3,000 right here on the day. And I think, I don't know, maybe I was like up $100 or $200. So I had FOMO. And then I was a little bit nervous here. I didn't get aggressive enough on this breakout. And then finally I'm like, I should size up, blah, blah, blah. And then look, I get flushed on this last trade. So that's really not so good on PIK. Yeah, PIK last trade was a red one. Nasty. Let's see. I also traded Space. That's kind of random. Did a breakout trade here, or actually no, I closed this one. Yeah. What else did I do here? MULN. Yeah, tried to trade the front side, but I was late to the party on that one, so that didn't work out. So yeah. And then what do we got here? Thursday. Sorry guys, this is like out of all days to do a recap, like the sick day. I don't know why I did that, but gotta get it done. PIK, let's see how this one performed. So PIK again, oh my god, look, I remember this like it was yesterday. This was brutal. This was one of the best pre-market front sides we saw of the year, and I did not trade any of it. I was just blindly watching. I was like awestruck. I was like, is this really happening right now? Perfect front side. At least I didn't FOMO into the range. Eventually pops back above VWAP here, and I start trying to trade it. Doesn't mount much. But at the market open, so we have a good leg here, consolidation in a second leg, and I don't trade it. Again, like, what am I doing? Oh, it's so frustrating to look at. I mean, this could have been a really big green day, but yeah, I'm snoozing. This is the 18th. Yeah, I totally miss it. No wonder I was red today, or that day. Grom, this is just so choppy. I'm trading so much chop here. Maybe on this breakout, I could have done some good trades. Maybe I did a little bit of good trading. But this just looks super hectic, not really worth talking about. STNE, yeah, this is actually fine. STNE here at the open, this is pretty clean. This is tough though, because you have to get really aggressive on this one. There's not a lot of larger pullbacks. So if you're not aggressive on something like STNE, it's just gonna go right by you. And it kind of looks like that's what happened for me. And then we traded GROM as well. Oh, yeah, we talked about that. That was nasty. Yeah, so not so nice. Yeah, and then we took the week off skiing. So that was really nice. And then we had 4 days left. I was in New York City. I was like, let's go. I think at this point during the holiday, I was like, I need to do less of everything that doesn't work for me. I need to stop stressing myself out. I need to focus on only the best stuff. And I think that's exactly what I did here on this last week. So let's work through it. Boom, starting with Monday. Monday, a nice little green day here for sure. And I did 40 trades. That's a lot of trades though. I think, let's see where I messed up. DATS. Yeah, this is good. Frontside. I did stop trading a little bit too soon. So this is what I often say. Like sometimes I stop trading before 10 and it really bites me in the butt. Could have done a lot. I should have been buying this breakout. I should have been getting really aggressive. And then notice this bump right here. It pulls back. Now in this bump, it doesn't pull back, but the 90 EMA is a little bit closer. Here's another one of those bumps where it eventually pulls back. So I could have been trading this a lot more here. I don't know how I did here at the open, but I could have done pretty good, but I don't think I did. And then this nice little front side. Yeah, it's okay. We have KXIN as well. What am I doing here? So I missed the front side, and then I trade the range. So that's really not that nice. I don't know what I was doing there. CELZ. Trades aren't popping up. HYMC. Yeah, not a great ticker. I mean, here was some opportunity. You had to hold and you had to be aggressive at these entries, but you had to really hold for the breakouts. Could have been okay, but I don't know. I think DATS, without a question, this was the best one. There's usually every day there's like one or two tickers that are the best. Typically just one ticker is really the one you could have made all your money on. And then it even boils down to just like 1, 2, or 3 trades where you could have made the majority of your money on. And oftentimes that's like that perfect 5-minute breakout, 1-minute pullback, and you just have to edge into it and you got to wait for that rip, right? All right, let's go to Tuesday. Let's see what we got here. So kind of a scratch day on Tuesday. Let's see. It's kind of crazy for a scratch day. 37 trades. That's really crazy. Good front side, then a big pullback, another good front side, and then it was chop. So this is where I should have made all my money. Really good moves actually in this area. Problem was the volume was a little bit light. And even here, this is actually much better, but at this point the move doesn't amount to much. So not the best ticker for sure. GFAI. Well, I traded a lot on that one. These are nasty when this happens. This scares the bejeebies out of me. And every now and then something like this happens where you have a good 5-minute breakout, you have good 1-minute setups, and then all of a sudden it flushes. This is like a 50 cents a share flush in 3 minutes. This is really bad, especially for such a low price ticker. You could see that there was just a lot of resistance here. So if you look to the left, that's not good. And it's also like a multi-day breakout here, big resistance. Not the biggest surprise. Usually, you want to look for those blue sky setups or something like that. PIK again with the really nice front sides. It totally missed the move. Yeah, that's a little disappointing. Not even worth talking about BBY. Okay, so 2 more days left. Let's go to the Wednesday, and then Thursday, and then Friday was already April. All right, let's go here to Wednesday. Let's say 18 trades, $902 profit. That's what we're looking for. Total winners here, 77%. My accuracy was really good. That's good. So it looks like average win duration here. Look at that, 37 seconds. So you could tell my good days, I'm really dialed in. Big front side move here. I nail this one, but I actually leave a lot of profit here by not getting aggressive enough. These trades were bad. These were both under VWAP. I should have not done either one of those trades. This one was a win. This one was a loss. Yeah. DRCT. It's okay. Not great. It was okay. Not really worth talking about. And then let's see. The last day here, Thursday. Only $471 profit and 40 plus trades. That's a lot of trades. So let's see what happened here. My accuracy was a lot lower today, so it looks like I was a little bit more sporadic, a little all over the place. Yeah, so this is what I mean. Like the last 2 weeks of March and then so far in April, the pre-markets have been getting so much better. So we've been having these really nice front sides. And just look at this. Starts at 7 a.m. It just rips. I need to be trading all of these moves. And let's see, we'll have one pullback, one 5-minute pullback, another 5-minute pullback. Yeah, this is tough because really we have only one major pullback and a second one here. But usually you would expect maybe in this area for it still to continue. So this really, died out heavy and then it ranged really hard. And no surprise here that I had some tough time trading this one. I should have been probably even more careful trading this. But again, once you miss that nice front side and you don't capitalize on it so much, you start getting FOMO, you start trading worse and worse setups. CLVS, kind of rangy here, but this is good. This is like 945. We have a big breakout in this area. And yeah, I could have been milking this much, much harder. So nice breakout here. Look at that 1 minute pullback. Look at this perfect move I don't trade. That's like 20 cents a share I could have capitalized on right there. FWBA. Pre-market was really strong and then it died out. So it's a tough one. Very, very tough. And I think that was it already. Yeah, so that was March in a nutshell. Now, April's been getting a lot better, and I honestly recommend you guys to check out my April trades already. Just do the same thing, study them, see where my entries are right, and not even my entries, just think about the overall setup. Why is this a good setup? What's the 5 minute look like? What's the daily look like? What's the 1 minute look like? And where are those 2-3 best setups that I should be taking? And just constantly study, review. I do it every single day, and that's how I progressively become a better and better trader. And that's really what all it boils down to. It's just consistency and studying. So again, day trading small caps here, I made $3,000 trading Frontside, and then when you add ranging and backside, I lost money. So I said, you know what? The last 6+ months, with ranging and backside, it's like net negative. Specifically backside, ranging I actually have made some money on, but I think that money has cost me more money in frontside profits because I'll be distracted and I should be trading the best, not like mediocre setup. So really for me, frontside is the holy grail, and everything else I just need to stop doing. So that's all for this March recap, guys. I appreciate you stopping by, and don't forget to drop a like on the way out. If you're totally new, consider joining us on this journey to $500,000. This is the next level. And then from there, $1 million in profits. So let's go. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. I got to rest my throat. I'll see you then tomorrow, actually, for another day trading recap. Ciao, ciao, guys.